Before the intro, you will advance.
Okay, great. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's really exciting to be here at our 12th annual Fox River Summit. And today I want to give you an exciting update about the fabulous Fox National Water Trail. So it all started in this room in 2014 with a presentation from Angie Tornes from the National Park Service on the National Water Trail System, and resulted in the Secretary of the Interior, Deborah Haaland, designating the fabulous Fox Water Trail as part of the National Water Trail System this past June 2nd, 2023. So for those of you that may not be familiar, the National Water Trail System is part of the National Park Service. It's a distinctive national network of exemplary water trails that are cooperatively supported and sustained. The National Water Trail System is part of the much larger National Recreation Trails System, which consists of recreational routes on water trails consisting of a network of public access points supported by broad-based community partnerships that provide both conservation and recreational opportunities. The map on the left are blue dots that acknowledge all of the trails in the National Recreation Trails System. Now, we are one of those tiny blue dots. However, the great majority of those are actually land-based trails, and there are only about, I want to say 30 to 35 water trails throughout the country. On the right, you can see that now we have a web page on the National Water Trail System, National Park Service website, a web page all our own, which gives all kinds of information about how you can link to our website and all kinds of details about the fabulous Fox National Water Trail. However, I have to say at this point that we were hoping to designate the entire length of the Fox River. However, the LaSalle County portion does not meet the criteria of the National Park Service National Water Trail System, and that is because of the lack of access sites at this time. Access sites need to be maximum about 5. They might even go up to 10 miles apart. But in LaSalle County, there's a portion that is at least 20 miles between access sites. So we don't want to forget about our friends in LaSalle County because they helped us to collect the data that we needed to put together the water trail maps and website. And we will be working with them in the future to hopefully include them in our National Water Trail System. So the fabulous Fox National Water Trail is 158 fabulous miles across 2 states and 7 counties with over 70 public access sites. Our vision that we wanted to develop, the fabulous Fox National Water Trail from Waukesha County, Wisconsin to Southern County, Illinois, providing suitable access to the public to enjoy the quiet and active recreation, scenic beauty, abundant wildlife, and historic and cultural features. Communities along the Fox River embrace stewardship and public engagement to provide a sense of place. This has become a reality. And congratulations to us all, because if it wasn't for all of you, all of our partners, we wouldn't have been able to get this designation. And on the right here, you can see the certificate that we received from the Secretary of the Interior acknowledging our designation. So it takes a team. And we were fortunate enough to work with Angie Tornes from the National Park Service for 3 years, who provided technical assistance as part of the National Park Service Rivers, Trails, and Conservation Assistance Program, with some funding provided in part by the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources. Unfortunately, Angie wanted to be here today, but she wasn't able to make it. And we do want to thank her profusely for all the assistance that she gave us in creating the water trail. On the right here, you can see our original team. And today, I believe that there are 3 of us here from the original team. Myself, Tom Slosky, and we're very happy to see that Barb Messick, one of our first Wisconsin co-chairs, is here with us today. It also takes a community. We had a couple dozen volunteers who, when I put the word out for Illinois that we needed to collect detailed information on the access sites, the dam portaging, and the segments on the Illinois side, because Wisconsin had already done their work for a previous project, I had about 24 people come forward to help and go out. Most of them were paddlers. They completed our forms that we put together, both by paper. As you can see on the left, we had lots of detailed information from some of our volunteers. We also had an online form that they could fill out while they were out on the river. And that helped us to create the segment maps, one of which you see here, and also the many, many itineraries that we have that are on our website. So this is a list of all of the local governments along the Fox River in Wisconsin and Illinois, and including the counties. You can see the municipalities in the upper lists and the county in the lower lists who were supportive of us. And this is a list of the organizations and elected officials. We had to get letters of support and letters of permission actually from all of the landowners along the river to include their access sites on our website and map, and we were able to do that. We also got over 40 letters of support from those on the 2 previous slides, and all played a part in meeting the National Park Service criteria. We had to create mapping, we had to create a website, and as I mentioned, received letters of permission, letters of support. Also, we've received funding from Wisconsin IDNR, from some of the Convention and Visitors Bureaus and Economic Development corporations along the Fox River to do brochures and to create our website. And we recently received some funding from Kane County in the state of Illinois, which I'll talk about in a minute. We also had to, it looks like my slide kind of goofed up here, but best management practices. We had to show in our application that we were implementing the best management practices that you see here of recreation opportunities, education, restoration, community support, public information, maintenance, and planning. And if it wasn't for all the work that all of you have done throughout the decades along the Fox River, that we could show in our application that all of this work was being done, we would not have been able to meet the criteria. So as we move forward, we have a core development team that continues to meet monthly. We continue to implement the best management practices, which are included in our best management practices plan. We've put together some goals and objectives. We continue to do public outreach constantly. I am called and asked to either present at organizations, local governments, or at least to have a table of our information available. Strengthen and form new partnerships. As I said before, work with LaSalle County to become eligible to join the designated part of the water trail. Now, I should say that the Park Service allowed us to continue to include all of the information about the access sites in LaSalle County on our website. So all that information is there, but the signage that we have put up for the water trail, none of those signs are in LaSalle County. They are in Wisconsin and the counties in Illinois that are part of the designated part of the water trail. Improve and add access sites. update our website as needed. So if any of you have any updated information that you think needs to be put on the website or on one of our maps, please contact me. I'm the co-chair for Illinois, and Tom Slosky is the co-chair for Wisconsin, and also continue to look for funding sources. So some examples of what we've been doing. We have been participating in the annual It's Our Fox River Day on both Wisconsin and Illinois sides of the river. In the middle, you see a picture of a beer glass. And the way that came about was that Gary Swick from Friends of the Fox River went around to a number of the breweries, the microbreweries in the Tri-Cities in Illinois, and asked if he could give presentations about the dams and also about his organization. And he asked me to join him to talk about the water trail. So I said, well, you know, he also mentioned that a couple of the breweries had developed a specific new brew, and they were going to donate $1 from each glass of their brew that was sold to Friends of the Fox River. And so I said, why don't we do some beer glasses, and we can have our logo on one side and Friends of the Fox River on the other, give them to the breweries, and when somebody buys a glass of this special brew, they also get a free glass to take home. So hopefully we will be able to continue that coming up in the next paddling season, because that was a lot of fun. Also, just an example, the Fox River, Our Hidden Gem, is a series that the Conservation Foundation is hosting, and they've asked me to speak in Yorkville in April, plus a couple weeks ago I had a table of stuff for the water trail. So we continue to move on and promote the Fabulous Fox National Water Trail. Also, we are working on improving and or adding new access sites. Fox River Park in Waukesha County, you're going to be hearing a presentation from the vendor, I believe, of their launch, is improving their access site this coming paddling season, and they will be making it more accessible. And then moving forward in Kane County, our county board about a year and a half ago decided to designate $1.2 million of the American Rescue Plan funding that the county received for planning, marketing, infrastructure for new and improved access and signage. We also received 2 grants from the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. One is a tourism and attractions grant, $270,000 for improvement to and construction of new access sites, and also $100,000 for marketing. So we're very appreciative of that funding. So as part of our funding, we have created the Kane County Access Infrastructure Project and has recently contracted with Hay & Associates to carry out outreach and data gathering, and then do a feasibility and prioritization study of the current and potentially future access sites in Kane County. And so I've been working with one of their staff to go and talk to the landowners along the Fox River in Kane County and see what their plans are, maybe give them some ideas of how we can improve on existing access sites, not only with maybe improved launches, but also accessible paths to get to the river, amenities such as washrooms or picnic tables, whatever they might be interested in. And depending on how far our money goes, then we will continue to do engineering, design, permitting, and then bidding and construction of some of these sites. So we'll be moving on that, working on that within the next couple of years. Also part of our project is to meet with some of the municipalities along the Fox River in Kane County to see if they would be interested in us including what's called a SUFA sign in their downtown area. And what that is that is a sign, you can see 2 examples of this on the photos. It's assigned to promote the communities, historic sites, restaurants, and shopping, in addition to the access sites to the river. It uses zero-emission technology. It's customizable, and it's easy to install. So we're looking at potentially installing some of these signs, like I said, in the municipalities along the Fox River. And then once it's installed, it would be the ownership and responsibility of that municipality to move forward with that sign. Another thing that we've been working on, and if you were here last year, you heard Kim Gilmore from Gilmore Marketing Concepts. We have contracted with her to do a marketing plan for the Fabulous Fox in Kane County. She right now is working on a brand and style guide. We have used Kane County funding and state funding for her to do that. And that brand and style guide will be available to all of you who might be interested in marketing the Fabulous Fox in your communities. And so once that's available, I can send that to you. It's very detailed about how the logo should look, what specific colors to use, how to use it, etc. And at our table, I have a sign-up sheet. If anyone is interested, I can send that to you when it is completed, which should be within the next month, I'm assuming. Kim also put together advertising packages. So if any of you would like to use our brand and style guide on your own, you can go and do that and use your own marketing person, your own graphic person, whatever you'd like to do. But if you are interested in working with Kim, she has put together a number of packages for advertising that she would be more than happy to help you with. And we are moving forward on some of those ourselves. So thank you for your time, and thank you for your partnership in making this happen. Do we have time for questions? Or? Okay, if anybody has any questions. Okay, thank you.